Hello there. Gonna make a mind-blowing lamb pie tonight. And I just wanted to show this about the leek. If you cut it all the way up to the grain, then you can easily wash it. It's still attached up here, so it's very easy to clean. And then when you're all done rinsing it in the water, you just cut off up to where you want to call waste. All right? These are the major components. This is organic celery, organic carrots. This is a leek that we grew. It's the one I just showed you after I cut it up and cleaned it. Organic mushrooms. And this little guy was a head of cabbage that was kind of in the shade, and it didn't get real big, so I just peeled off the outer leaves for our geese, and I'm going to sliver this up real fine and use it in the pie. So this is my cabbage, celery, leeks, and mushrooms, and then I added about a half a cup of rice that I had left over. That's going to kind of bind it together. I haven't added my carrots yet or any seasoning. I'm going to let this brown a little bit more and then add the ground beef, lamb. I'm just over here to the crust, and I want to show that I make my own crust, and this is a perfect consistency. I haven't added any moisture yet. I didn't have all the shortening that I needed, but it's not necessary. You can substitute, and I substituted some solid coconut oil, and some grass-fed butter. And I use King Arthur all-purpose organic flour. And how I do that, because it's kind of expensive, when they're on sale, I buy a couple. And that's just how I do it. I've added in the meat now. I just pushed, same pan, just pushed everything to the side, and I'm browning the meat. Pretty soon I'll mix it together. So there is how it looks when I'm ready to roll it out. And this is about 2.5 tablespoons of water. I use a Simply Organic thickener so that it has a nice gravy. Mix this in cold water. And then I'll be adding it to my filling. Here's how it looks, and right now it's very, very thin. It's got to cook for a few minutes and it'll thicken up, and then I'll pour it into the pie shell. So this is absolutely ready to fill in the shell and bake in the oven for about 45 minutes. You can see it's thickened up nicely. Looks beautiful. That's it, folks. Gonna pop it in the shell and pop it in the oven. So here I am dampening. This is a cup of water. Dampening the edge just ever so slightly. You don't want it to become gummy, but you want the two crusts to stick together. There's the second one ready to go on top. Here it is, ready to put the lid on. So this is how it's done. You roll out the lid. There's the pie. This is my pie dart here, and I'm just going to lift up this side and flip this onto the meat pie. And I probably maybe I can do it with one hand, who knows. Ready, set. Yes, I can do it with one hand. Wow, talk about the consummate professional. I used to be a baker. Now I'm just going to pinch the edges, and that's it. That's it. I did trim off some of the extra before I pinched it. I'm just going to put in my pie vent and bake for about probably 50 minutes. Here we are. My pie vent is in. Always put a liner with the parchment because this can be totally messy and I'm a chronic overfiller. So that's about it. I'm going to show you the ending results in about 45 minutes. Just finishing here. Just some nice egg wash. So it's a beautiful golden color when it comes out. We're about, I don't know, just a few moments away from being ready. Yeah, you can see that I didn't bake it with the pie vent in because that pie vent came from England and I don't want to bake it in a hot oven. I don't want to ruin it. It's like from the 40s. So I just take it out and put it in, make an impression. You can see I made the impression. And then when it comes out, I put it in and it lets the steam escape. It's a cheater way really, but I don't want to ruin it. That's all there is. This is 1 egg with 1 tablespoon of water. And I'm going to bake it for about 10 minutes with that on, and it'll be a beautiful, luscious brown when it's done. Here it is. Golden in the grease, as Archie Bunker used to say. Let's take a look at what the inside looks like. This is it, folks. Bon appetit. I'll put the crust recipe in the description. Everybody, be your greatest self. And like and subscribe. It helps my channel. Thank you. Good night.